making people aware of the fact that there's Global Entrepreneurship Week, which is declared as a period where entrepreneurship is highlighted, people who are innovators, people who are looking for solutions to the challenges of the world today, people who are innovating and bringing new products into the market. This is their week. Hence, in the beginning of the week, we were at 22 on Sloan, which is one of the incubators, I may say, but a high-tech incubator that we are supporting as a Department of Small Business Development. But today, as you can see, we are at this South African Incubator Conference, which we are hosting together with SEDA, which is our Small Enterprise Development Agency. So we're also hoping that besides ourselves as government, we're also hoping that other strategic partners, both in government and in the private sector, will take a moment and just highlight the importance of entrepreneurship in any country.
Please talk us through the National Incubation Policy. What is it and what does it entail?
National Incubation Policy simply says that as government we are conscious of the fact that there is a need for incubation, but in that same space, when you need incubation, you've got to make sure that there's proper regulation, because otherwise you'll have everyone coming around and saying I'm an incubator, and at the end of the day it does not really address the real challenges that we're facing. Secondly, we need to have the policy also on the basis that incubation is not just about the Department of Small Business Development. It is also about where is our industry, what is the direction of our industry, where is our economy, what is the direction of our economy, even including issues of, you had the Minister of from Zimbabwe actually speaking about the fact that at the top of it all, it's about education. What aspects of the incubation can we say people are being assisted to empower themselves in terms of improving whatever technology they are doing? So this is the second conference that we're having. We're hoping that from the first to the second and then the third one coming next year, we'll keep on seeing improvement, because we don't want people to just come together for the sake of having a gathering. The results thereof must be a result that has an impact on the programs that incubators have.
Please talk us through the state of enterprise development in South Africa.
It's not where it's supposed to be, but it is understandable, because the majority of people who are targeting in terms of enterprise development are the people who were marginalized in the past, who were not in the mainstream economy of South Africa, and therefore enterprise development will remain a core business of our department first and foremost, but it will also be a core business between us and the private sector, because what we would like to see, people must be assisted to develop their enterprises, and you cannot develop your enterprise without anyone assisting you. Firstly, to understand the sector in which you are going into, first and foremost, but also once the enterprise development has happened, what assistance do you get? Because it's one thing to say we've assisted people with enterprise development with the necessary skills and so forth. People need much more than that. They need access to finance so that they can build their enterprises. But once they have the enterprises, they also need access to markets. Because what's the point of having an enterprise and then you don't have markets? So from a South African perspective, I think that we're very far from what it's supposed to be.
Minister, I understand that you've hosted a number of incubations around the country, but what is government doing with regards to giving assistance to tech entrepreneurs? Please tell us more about that.
We're not only doing that on our own, we're also working with the Department of Science and Technology, and again with SEDA, and then ensuring that the incubators which are all over the country that are supporting people in the high tech get the opportunity to have space from where they can work, but also have space where they can even share their innovations. But what is important is once you have done your innovation, once you have a product, what do you do with it? Because some of them have got intention of commercializing their products, and so our responsibility as government first and foremost is to create a conducive environment for them by having these incubators, but also by bringing the incubators together like what we have done here, for them to share ideas about where is the success, where are the challenges, what other ideas are out there that can be able to help and ensure that incubators from a South African perspective actually they respond to the challenges of incubation, but also they respond to assisting innovators to be able to build their products and improve their products and make sure that ultimately those products are in the commercial space.
Let's take a look at how